On June 28, 1914, Austrian Archduke heir to the throne, Franz Ferdinand, visited the Bosnian capital and was assassinated by Gavrilo Princip. Princip was part of the terrorist organization the Black Hand, which had the goal of creating a greater Serbia in Bosnia-Herzegovina, which Austria-Hungary controlled. They decided to kill Franz Ferdinand to provoke war with Austria-Hungary, assuming Russia would side with Serbia, and Serbia would win the war. Austria used the assassination as an excuse to invade Serbia. Austria-Hungary, also known as the Dual Empire, had internal divisions within its realm. The Hungarian elite had almost equal powers with Austria in government, which sometimes frustrated Austrian intentions in regard to foreign policy. Some thought that invading Serbia and adding more Slavs into the empire would help end the political deadlock by diluting the power of the Hungarian elite, i.e. cure stagnation through external conquest. Hawkish elements in the government also stated that the Slavs in Serbia were a threat to the empire and wanted to deal with them militarily before they got too strong. Russia declared war on Austria-Hungary in defense of Serbia. Russia considered itself the protector of Eastern Christians and Slavs in the Balkans and wanted to prevent any expansion of Austria-Hungary or the Ottoman Empire in the region. They were also threatened by Germans training the Ottoman Empire and giving them the most modern military arms. The Russians wanted to one day expel the Turks from Constantinople and take over eastern Anatolia to control the Black Sea and the Mediterranean. Austrian encroachment in the area would hurt these ambitions. Germany declared war on Russia because of its alliance with Austria-Hungary. Germany also did it for their own security. They wanted to knock out Russia as a threat before it finished its massive modernization and expansion of their army in 1916-17. They also felt that the earlier war against Russia would be the better because they would bankrupt themselves in an arms race against Russia, France, and Britain that had begun in 1912. The Germans also felt they wanted to use the opportunity to destroy France because of its smaller economy and population and avoid a probable two-front war. In order to defeat both France and Russia in a war, the Germans developed the Schlieffen Plan. The plan called for the Germans to march through Belgium and attack France through its vulnerable northern border, envelop and destroy the French army before the Russians fully mobilized, and then send their forces east to face the Russians in a one-front war. Belgium declared war on Germany in order to defend its neutrality after Germany invaded them. France declared war on Germany after their intentions of invading them through Belgium became clear. Also, a vast number of French were still angered and humiliated by the loss of the Alsace-Lorraine region in the Franco-Prussian War. France, initially, understanding Germany's military advantage and population almost doubled theirs, did not want to go to war against Germany alone. With the help of Russia, they could remove Germany as a threat and regain the Alsace-Lorraine region. France also did not like Germany's continued efforts to oppose their colonial expansion in Africa. The British declared war when the Germans broke the neutrality of Belgium. The British did not want the Germans controlling Belgium because then it would control the English Channel, which would be a catastrophe to British security. The British were also concerned with the fate of France. They feared that if France fell, it would upset the European balance of powers. Britain also feared German expansion in the Middle East, with the railroad. A German railroad connection to the Middle East and its oil would make the British Navy useless and threaten their dominance in the region. Germany also began building up its navy, which threatened the British Navy. Britain wanted this threat removed. The Ottoman Empire sided with Germany during the war. The ailing empire needed to join one of the country groups so that it could organize its domestic administration, strengthen and maintain its commerce and industry, expand its railroads, and in short, survive to preserve its existence. Britain declined previous Ottoman requests for an alliance. The Germans enthusiastically accepted an alliance, and the Ottomans were happy a German railroad that went to Constantinople linked them to industrial Europe. The Ottomans also desired the resource-rich Caucasus area controlled by the Russians.
After watching this video, you probably learned 5 things. How nationalism played a part in World War I, how imperialism played a part in World War I, how alliances played an important part in World War I, how an arms race played an important part in starting World War I, and how after doing this video, I probably really need a girlfriend. Thanks for watching.